Differentiated instruction can be defined as an organizing framework of effective instruction that is responsive to the learning preferences, interests, and readiness of individual learners. Differentiated instruction describes how a teacher will respond to various learner needs. The key features of differentiated instruction can be divided into 3 categories: respectful tasks, flexible grouping, and continual assessment. Respectful tasks describe how every learner must have equally interesting and engaging tasks to provide equal access to essential understandings and skills. There should be enough flexibility in each task's complexity, working arrangements, and modes of learning expression to meet the learning needs of different students. Flexible grouping entails allowing students to have access to a wide range of learning opportunities and working arrangements. Different working arrangements include whole class, small group, and individual explorations. Flexible grouping gives opportunities for carefully targeted teaching and learning, each student equal access to materials and each of their peers in the classroom, and a chance for students to see themselves in different contexts. Continual assessment involves a direct and ongoing connection between assessment and instruction. In order to effectively teach, we need to constantly be aware of students' learning needs and interests so we can better understand them as a learner in order to teach each student as effectively as possible. Differentiated instruction entails looking at 4 different elements of instruction. Content, process, product, and environment can all be differentiated to meet the learner's needs. Examples of differentiating for content include using math manipulatives like blocks or plastic chips to help learners understand math concepts in a different way, using various methods to teach the same concept, such as using books, computer games, and videos as a way to teach about different geographic features of Utah, using books at various reading levels. Examples of differentiating for process include the teacher offering differing amounts of student support for an activity, teacher giving students choices in how they will express what they learned. This could include allowing students to make diagrams, write papers, or draw pictures to express what they learned about a historical event. Differentiating for product include collaboratively working with students to create rubrics of quality that allow for students to know exactly what they need to be able to demonstrate, allowing for varied working arrangements. Students may work by themselves or in groups for assignments, providing various ways that students can express what they have learned. This could include giving students a choice between completing a project, research paper, or portfolio for an end-of-unit assignment on important historical figures. Examples of differentiating for environment include establishing spaces in the room for quiet work and student collaboration, developing rules and routines to help manage learning spaces, provide materials in the class that reflect different cultural and home settings. Student learning needs, including readiness, interests, and learning profile, help teachers to differentiate content, process, product, and environment. Differentiating in response to a student's readiness involves teachers providing learning choices at varying levels of difficulty. This allows students to work on a task that provides them with an appropriate level of challenge. Differentiating in response to a student's interest involves aligning key skills and materials from curriculum areas with topics that will cater to students' interest areas. Differentiating in response to a student's learning profile involves the teacher addressing differing learning styles, student talent, and intelligence profiles. Response to intervention involves a multi-tier prevention system with 3 levels: the primary tier, secondary tier, and tertiary tier. These 3 tiers describe the amount of school supports that a student will get for academic and behavioral needs. Tier 1 involves high-quality classroom instruction, screenings, and group interventions. Tier 2 involves targeted interventions, and Tier 3 involves intensive interventions and comprehensive evaluation. Within these 3 tiers of intervention, it is critical that administrators and teachers are working closely to problem solve by deploying staff in an efficient way and implementing appropriate preventative practices that create meaningful and effective response to intervention frameworks in schools.